Overhauling Kenya's healthcare system was one of the boldest gambles the Kenya Kwanza administration made in its quest for universal health coverage when it took over power 3 years ago.
But 3 years down the line, the promise of affordable quality healthcare remains a story of light and shadow.
18 months after the launch of the Social Health Authority, the very vehicle President William Ruto's government banked on to deliver UHC, the system is still struggling to live up to its billing.
In our special series, Ruto at 3, Gloria Milimu interrogates whether the administration has kept its word on delivering healthcare that truly works for every Kenyan. Take a look.
1 year on, and what was touted as a silver bullet that would help steer the country towards the realization of the elusive universal health coverage, the Social Health Authority SHA is fast earning a reputation as NHIF's troubled twin. From cash-strapped hospitals risking shutting down due to unpaid claims by the authority and helpless Kenyans being left without access to care, the woes bedeviling the country's health sector seem to be far from over, and they remain glaring and troubling. What was meant to protect Kenyans from catastrophic medical expenses is now seemingly forcing those in the informal sector to pay annual lump sum premiums or risk paying out of pocket for health services, the very burden that the Kenya Kwanza administration promised to lift off Kenyans' shoulders when it took over the country's leadership 3 years ago. At the center of Kenya Kwanza's administration promise was a simple dream: affordable, accessible, quality healthcare. But reality tells a different story.
For the first time, every Kenyan, even those who today cannot afford nothing, they will have a health insurance.
We were very hopeful of quite a number of things. And unfortunately, most of them are not performing. Like this SHA and UHC for whatever it is.
Wakenya wengine wanapata matibabu, wengine si kabisa.
The Kenya Kwanza administration had banked on overhauling of the country's healthcare scheme to deliver the ambitious universal health coverage project. But that has only brought to the fore financing issues that continue to dog the sector.
While efforts are being made to achieve universal health coverage, they're still not enough, and they are painfully slow for patients who can't access or even afford quality healthcare in Kenya.
Anthony Mwago from Kahawa Wendani in Nairobi is among thousands of patients who still grapple with the high cost of healthcare in the country. Diagnosed with a rare autoimmune disease in 2017, his muscles have been slowly betraying him. His treatment cost 1.2 million shillings, a figure far beyond his reach.
We are supposed to have a certain medication that is so the best effective medicine for the condition, but it's quite expensive.
Mwago is among people in the informal sector who are struggling to pay the sharp premiums, and this, according to experts, makes the scheme unsustainable.
I was able to pay for the first month, and trying to pay the second one, I was told that I can only do partial payments, and the only payments I could do was for 4 months.
The contribution structure is among issues that experts have raised concerns over, calling for refinement of the system in order to ensure fairer contributions, especially for low-income households.
If 23% is from out of pocket, WHO requirements says that anything that is above 20% is characterized as catastrophic. So we are not yet there.
The bottom line of the problem is that SHA as is present is unsustainable.
Even though concerns regarding the sustainability of the scheme has been raised, President William Ruto has always maintained that SHA is working. In fact, the head of state says that data from SHA showed that Kenyans have embraced the new universal healthcare scheme. But is this the case? SHA collects about 5.4 billion shillings monthly against 8.7 billion shillings in claims. That's a monthly gap of up to 3.5 billion shillings. According to RUFA, as of August 2025, 96.2 billion shillings in claims were filed. However, only 53 billion was paid, leaving a mountain of debt an outstanding obligation of 43 billion shillings.
We are now at a situation where in the next few months, by the end of this year, if nothing changes, a lot of the hospitals that you see in your neighborhood will not be existing anymore.
As cracks widen in the health scheme, the government is also battling an even deeper problem, the fragility of healthcare financing, much of it still propped up by donors. The health budget has grown to 138.1 billion shillings for the 2025-2026 financial year. Yet, experts warn the injection still falls short in critical areas, leaving essential services underfunded. Still, it's not all bleak. The administration points to the registration of more than 100,000 community health promoters, a milestone aimed at strengthening primary health care at the grassroots. And there is fresh hope pinned on the new National Equipment Service project designed to arm hospitals with modern diagnostic and treatment technologies. But whether it will succeed or go the way of the scandal-ridden Managed Equipment Service project is a question only time can answer. Gloria Milimu, KTN.
Now, President